Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundless success to join today. Let's get you to the next level.
We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Biden calls Trump supporters garbage. Hezbollah chooses a new leader. A lost Mayan city is found, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. President Biden went viral Tuesday night for comments disparaging Trump supporters as Vice President Kamala Harris made a major speech to voters calling for unity from the ellipse right outside the White House. During a virtual Harris campaign call with Voto Latino, Biden took a swipe at former President Trump's rally in Madison Square Garden, which made headlines after insult comedian Tony Hinchcliffe made jokes mocking different ethnic groups, with one joke referring to Puerto Rico as a floating island of garbage. "The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters," Biden said. "His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable and it's un-American." Democrats have been attempting to demonize Trump supporters for years, starting with Hillary Clinton's basket of deplorables comment, going through comparisons to Nazis in recent days. Hackers associated with China have reportedly targeted members of former President Trump's family, according to a new report about the massive data breach that is still being investigated. On October 25th, federal officials confirmed that hackers associated with the Chinese government's intelligence services broke into U.S. telecommunications company systems. Last week, the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal found that hackers accessed cell phones used by former President Trump, his running mate J.D. Vance, and members of Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign. But on Tuesday, the Times reported that Eric Trump and Jared Kushner were also targeted, as well as some of President Biden's aides. In a report published later on Tuesday, CNN quoted a source who claimed that the scope of the breach is way worse than the public knows. On Monday, the terrorist group Hezbollah announced that its deputy head, Naim Qassem, known for his profuse perspiration, will succeed Hassan Nasrallah as the group's official leader. Qassem has been the group's acting leader since September, when Nasrallah was killed by an Israeli airstrike. Hashem Safadin was supposed to be Nasrallah's official replacement as Secretary General, but he too was killed earlier this month. Israel says Qassem's tenure may be the shortest in history of Hezbollah. Now he has even more to sweat over. TGI Fridays closed dozens of stores ahead of rumored bankruptcy. Like many chain restaurants, they are struggling. TGI Fridays abruptly closed about 50 locations this week, as the casual chain, known for its endless apps, reportedly weighs bankruptcy. Fridays had 270 locations in the U.S. at the beginning of the year, but is down to 164 today amid competition from lower-cost restaurants and a mounting pile of debt. Red Lobster, Buca de Beppo, and other formerly popular casual dining chains have already filed for bankruptcy this year as consumers shift their spending habits to save money. Google parent Alphabet reported third-quarter earnings yesterday, beating analysts' forecasts with over $88 billion in revenue, which sent the stock up in after-hours trading. Google's third quarter was full of challenges. It restructured teams to optimize for the AI race and faced multiple antitrust lawsuits, one of which found the company guilty of being an illegal search monopoly. Google's advertising is showing signs of weakness, but the tech giant appears no worse for wear thanks to increases in cloud and YouTube ad revenue. Automakers across the world are abandoning battery-powered EVs and racing to make significant progress in making a major transition to hydrogen. Hyundai announced a plant in Georgia has been running its internal logistics operation using hydrogen. The company has also started testing domestic production of the fuel using biogas from food scraps. The step is claimed to be a part of Hyundai's long-term vision of developing a sustainable energy future around the gas. The carmaker last month unveiled a comprehensive set of end-to-end hydrogen solutions, showing 4 hydrogen valve chain business solutions in 4 scenario-based exhibitions. A PhD student has accidentally discovered an entire Mayan city hidden beneath centuries of vegetation in Mexico. While browsing online mapping data, Luke Old Thomas stumbled upon a remote area hiding in plain sight, only a 15-minute hike from a major road. He found pyramids, sports fields, causeways connecting districts, and amphitheaters in an ancient city with almost 7,000 buildings. One expert says the lost city, dubbed Valeriana, has the hallmarks of a capital city. Private job creation burst to its highest level in more than a year during October, despite a devastating storm season in the Southeast and major labor disruptions, according to ADP. The payroll processing firm said companies hired 233,000 new workers in the month, better than the upwardly revised 159,000 in September and far ahead of the Dow Jones estimate of 113,000. ADP said it was the best month for job creation since July 2023. Even amid hurricane recovery, job growth was strong in October. ADP chief economist Nella Richardson said, as we round out the year, hiring in the U.S. is proving to be robust and broadly resilient. Meanwhile, gross domestic product rose at a 2.8 annual rate in the third quarter, adjusted for seasonality and inflation, according to the Commerce Department. GDP is a broad measure of goods and services produced across the economy. Economists surveyed by the Wall Street Journal expected a reading of 3.1%. The third quarter pace marked a slight pullback from a rate of 3% in the second quarter. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.